Our next topic is mode. This is also for ungrouped data and grouped data. Mode, you take it as definition. Mode is equal to maximum frequency of given data. Maximum frequency of given data. So for ungrouped data, how can we find mode? Mode is equal to maximum frequency of given data. For grouped data, mode is equal to L plus f minus f1 by 2f minus f1 minus f2 into h, where L is lower limit of model class. In previous topic, median, we take median class. Like here, we select model class. Suppose in grouped data, we select a class interval, any one of the given intervals, we select one interval as model class. Okay, f is frequency of that model class. F1 is cumulative frequency of that class preceding the model class. F2 is cumulative frequency of the class succeeding the model class. H is width of model class. H is width of model class. Okay ma. Here see the problems. The first one, which is the data is ungrouped data. Just we have given observations, xi values only. Find the mode of this series 19, 17, 16, 19, 7, 9, 8, 9, 7, 9, 19, 9. You observe ma, here the number 9 occurs how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. 9 occur here 4 times. What about 19? 1, 2, 3 only. 7 only 2 times. 17 1 time. Remaining 1 time. Okay. Here you observe a particular number 9 occurs 4 times, which is the maximum number. Maximum number. So here the value of this 9 is called 9 repeats so many times. Maximum number of times 9 repeat here. So mode of the given series is 9. So for ungrouped data, in this problem we have given ungrouped data. In this given series, 9 is the mode. See the next one. Find the mode of the following data. Class interval 0 10, 10 20, 20 30, 30 40, 40 50, 50 60, 60 70. For this class intervals we have given frequency 4, 13, 21, 44, 33, 22, 7. Our aim is to find the mode of the given data. Here we have given class intervals. And let the first column class intervals. Next frequency intervals. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 columns are there. We have given 7 observations. Okay. What is the middle one? Fourth one is middle. So you select 30, 40 as model class. F is in this model class. What is F? For this data, fourth one, F is 44. Its preceding one is 44 is the frequency of model class F. Its preceding frequency is 21. Take it as F1. And the following frequency is 33. Take it as F2. To observe ma, you select 30, 40 is the model class. In this interval, frequency 44 take it as F. Its preceding frequency is 21, following F1, following frequency 33 is F2, and this is the model class. Let L is lower limit of this class, which is 30. Now we use the formula. L is 30, F is 44, F1 is 21, F2 is 33, H is 10. So substitute these values in the formula. What is the formula in this one? Mode is L plus f minus f1 by 2f minus f1 minus f2 into h. Substitute all these values in this formula. You get mode is equal to 36.76. So now we observe here two problems. The first one is for ungrouped data and the second one is grouped data. So you observe the given data and use the suitable formulae for finding mode. Here now we finished mean, median, mode. There is some relation between mode, median and mean, that relation is like this. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. That means 3 into median minus 2 mean. You know this point, ma? Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 into mean. Okay. Now we see the next topic, range. We have finished mean, median, mode. The next topic is range. Range. The range is the difference between largest and smallest values in the given series. Okay, very simple. Range means difference between largest and smallest values. The range is the easiest of all measures of dispersion in calculate. R is equal to maximum minus minimum value. R, range symbol, maximum value, okay, minus minimum value. L minus S, symbols are L minus S. The coefficient of range. Okay, ma. Our next two topics are range, SD, standard variation, and variance. For these three topics, we are going to find coefficients. Range, first range formula, then coefficient of range. Similarly, next standard formula, coefficient of standard formula. Similarly, variance and coefficient of variance. Now here, coefficient of range is equal to L minus S by L plus S. Very easiest topic. R is L minus S and range coefficient is L minus S by L plus S. Okay. You see the advantages of range. The range is easily understood. Okay. Already we have told that. And gives a quick estimate of dispersion. The range is easy to calculate. Now we see the disadvantages. The range is inefficient because it only uses the extreme value and ignores all other available data. So the larger the sample size, the more inefficient the range becomes. Okay, if the sample size becomes very large, then it is very inefficient. See the problem here. Find the range and coefficient of range for the following. We have given x values, f values. See what is the largest value of x in the given data. 20 is the largest value. What is the least value? I think 9 is the least value. Okay. Now the range is largest value minus smallest value. L minus S. 20 minus 9, which is 11. Very, very easy. Just the coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. L minus S means 20 minus 9 by 20 plus 9, which is 0.3793. Next problem. Find the range and coefficient of range for the following. Here we have given class intervals. Okay, class intervals. Here the largest value is 17.5 and the least value is 2.5. Now range is L minus S. 17.5 minus 2.5, which gives 15. Now the coefficient of range is equal to L minus S by L plus S. Okay, substitute the values. We get 17.5 minus 2.5 by 17.5 plus 2.5, which gives 0.75. So these two problems, in these two problems we found the range and coefficient of range. Range is L minus S, coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. Our next topic is SD, standard deviation. It is denoted by sigma symbol. Okay, here there is we see some words about the standard deviation. This measure of dispersion was represented by Karl Pearson in 1893. So Karl Pearson, standard deviation, SD simply we call it as, is the square root of the arithmetic mean of the square of deviations of various values from the arithmetic mean, and is generally denoted by sigma. Read it as sigma. It is used in statistical analysis. In analysis we use sigma, standard deviation, SD. Its symbol is sigma. See the first formula. Sigma is equal to root of 1 by n sigma fi x minus x bar square. X bar is the given observations xi, x bar is the mean of the xi values, mean of the xi values. So this is x bar. X bar is the arithmetic mean of series. Already I have told. So x bar is anywhere, x bar is anywhere, it means it is arithmetic mean, simply mean. Okay, xi, mid value of the class. Fi is the frequency of the corresponding xi. N is total frequency. Total frequency means sigma fi. Okay, we have given xi's and fi. From xi's, you first find x bar. First find x bar. So sigma formula, what is sigma formula? Sigma is equal to root of 1 by n sigma fi x minus x bar whole square. Right? This is sigma, standard deviation. Then coefficient of standard deviation is equal to sigma by x bar. Already we find x bar. So sigma ఇది mean method అనొచ్చు దీన్ని. mean కనుక్కొని SD find out చేయడం. mean means x bar తీసుకొని చేయడం. This is the first formula for SD, where use mean. So mean method, you call it as mean method. Now the coefficient of standard deviation is sigma by x bar, where x bar is arithmetic mean. Shortcut method, take it as second method. Sigma is equal to root of summation of fd square by n minus fd by n whole square. Fd means, f means fi, d means xi minus a. Already I have told in the topic mean, arithmetic mean చెప్పినప్పుడు di చెప్తున్నాను. di is here, you write f means fi, d means di. di is xi minus a, already you know that. So this is the second formula, or take it as shortcut method. Sigma is equal to root of summation of f into d wholes, fd whole square by n minus fd by n whole square. fd by n whole square is the second method, where d is already I have told xi minus a. So ఇది deviation method అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. Okay, here n is sum of frequencies, sigma fi. Always n is sigma fi. The third method, step deviation. Sigma is equal to h root of sigma fd square by n minus fd by n whole square. This is the third formula. This means fi into di square by n minus fi into di by n whole square. Just we write it as fd, where d is xi minus a by h. Okay ma, take it as not d, as mu. By h తీసుకున్నప్పుడు mu అనేది వాడండి. f mu i, ఎందుకంటే d స్టాండర్డ్గా xi minus a గా చెప్తాం. బై h ఉన్నది టెక్స్ట్ బుక్లో d ఉంది, బట్ we take it as mu. Okay, so this is step deviation method. Already we know n is sum of frequency, h is class size. Now variance. The variance is the, okay ma, we see SD is sigma, but sigma square is variance, and SD square is variance. The variance is the mean square deviation of observations from the mean, the square of standard deviation. Take it this one as definition. The square of standard deviation, sigma square, is called variance. So sigma is SD, sigma square is variance. Variance means sigma square, that means SD square. So in SD, what is the first formula ma? In SD, what is the first formula? This one is first formula. Sigma is root of 1 by n sigma fi x minus x bar whole square. Mean, this is mean. So you call it as mean method. Sigma square is just square root remove అవుతుంది. So sigma square is 1 by n sigma fi x minus x bar square. This is mean method. Okay ma? This one, square root, remove the square root from SD, because SD square is sigma square కాబట్టి. Variance is SD square or sigma square. Coefficient of variance is sigma by x bar into 100. Okay ma? We use different methods for SD. Okay? After finding SD, that is sigma. Variance is just you let the sigma square. Let the square for SD you get variance. So use different methods for SD. What are that method? First method mean method. Second one D's find out cheyadam. Okay na? Right. Coefficient of variance is sigma by x bar into 100. See the problem. Find the variance for the discrete data given below. This is the first problem. This is the first problem. Only x's are given. 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 4, 8, 12. First problem. Find the variance. Variance means sigma square. First you find sigma SD. First find SD. Then take the square, you get variance. Okay. This is the second problem. First we see the first problem. First one. First find mean of the x's. Mean of this series. What is the mean of this series? Sigma xi by n. And add all the sum of these x's and by number of these items. That is sum 6 plus 7 plus 10 and so on by 8. We have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 observations. You get mean sigma xi by n. Okay. X bar. That is 9 here. X bar. Mean method cheyabothunna. First find SD sigma. Now xi minus x bar, xi minus x bar square. Xi is, this is xi, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, these are xi values. Already we know what is x bar, 9. Now write xi minus x bar means xi minus 9. Here xi minus 9, minus 9. 6 minus 9, minus 3. 7 minus 9. X bar is 9 ma. So xi minus 9, you think like that. Xi minus 9. So 10 minus 9 plus 1. 12 minus 9, 3 like that. You write xi minus x bar values. Then take square for this values. You get 9 minus 2 square 4, 1 square 1 like this. After finding xi minus x bar square values, let the sum of these values, you write sigma, the summation of xi minus x bar square, which is 74. Now what is the formula for SD? SD is 1 by n sigma mod xi minus x bar square. Okay. Square root తీసుకుంటే SD, square పెట్టుకున్నాం కాబట్టి remove root. SD is square root of this value, but here variance sigma square is SD square. So without square root you write this value 1 by n sigma xi minus x bar square. Substitute all the values. You get 1 by n means 8. Summation of this value from table 74. So this one is 74, n is 8. So 74 by 8 you get 9.25, which is variance. Now we see the second problem. What is the second problem? This one. These are xi values. How many values are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 values are there. So what is x bar? X bar is sum of these values by 10. What you get here in the second problem? Sum of the values 3770 by 10. We get 377. Now frame the table. These are given xi values. The next column is xi minus x bar. Xi minus x bar means this is xi. X bar means 377. Kabatti xi minus 377 is there. Every value x minus 377 you let. 350 minus 377 you get minus 27. 361 minus 27 minus 377 you get minus 16. Like you complete all these columns. Then let square of this column and square of these numbers, you get this one. After finding squares of these numbers, write sigma xi minus x bar whole square. Sum of these values is equal to 1832. Now what is the formula? Sigma square, variance sigma square, this one xi minus x bar whole square, and this one by n. N is 10. Kabatti this value by 10. What you get? Variance sigma square is this sigma value, summation of this value. That means 1832 by 10. 183.2 is the variance of this second problem. Okay, here only we have given xi, not class intervals. Now see the second problem. Only xi given in the first problem. In second problem, we have given xi fi also. Okay, ma? Fi xi. In second problem, we have given fi xi. See this one. For mean method, only mean method. In last problem, we have given xi. So mean is sigma xi by n. But here frequency is also here. So mean is sigma fi xi by n. See this? Sigma fi xi by n. First frame the table. Xi's, fi's. Then fi into xi. 6 into 2, 12. 10 into 4, 40. Like this. Fill all these columns. Sigma fi xi is, add all these columns. Summation of sigma fi xi is 760. This is 760. So what is mean? X bar is equal to sigma fi xi by n. N means sigma fi. So sigma fi xi is 760 by 40. The mean is x bar is 19. Now for variance, first you find standard deviation SD, which is sigma. Sigma formula, you let the sigma formula. What is the sigma formula when frequency is given? This one. Suppose only xi's are given, then formula is for SD, formula is root of 1 by n fi lekunda xi minus x bar square. If fi is given, then multiply this value with fi. That is only difference when frequency is given, fi is given. Now write xi minus x bar, xi minus, as previous problem, fi minus xi minus x bar square, multiply this xi minus f bar square with fi. So fi, this value. Write the sigma of fi xi minus x bar square, this one. Okay, ma? We use fi xi, sigma fi xi for finding x bar. After finding x bar, write these columns. Xi minus x bar means xi minus 19. 6 minus 19 minus 13. 10 minus 19 minus 9. 14 minus 19 minus 5, like that. This is xi minus x bar. Then let whole square of these numbers. Then multiply these numbers with fi. So 2 into 169, 338. Next 81 into 4. fi into 4 into 81. Next 7 into 25, 175. Next 12 into 1, 12, like this. So you get these values. Adding all these values, you get summation of fi xi minus x bar square. Now the n is sigma fi here, 40. Now the formula is, when fi is given, sigma square is equal to 1 by n sigma fi mod xi minus x bar square. In previous problem there is no fi, only given xi values. Okay, ma? Here frequency is given, then you note this formula. Okay, substitute all these values, you get, substitute these values, we get 43.4 is the sigma square. Variance, standard deviation means sigma root of 43.4. Antega? Sigma square is this one. Now sigma standard deviation is root of this value, which is 6.59. See the next problem. The coefficient of variation of two distributions are 60 and 70, and their standard deviations are 21 and 16 respectively. Find their arithmetic mean. Okay, ma, what is given here? The coefficient of variation of two distributions are 60, 70. We have given two distributions, variances, and take it as x, y. Take it as x and y. Take it as x and y. Okay. Here, what is the first one? Coefficient of variance. CV means coefficient of variation. First x తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, that is 60 అని ఇచ్చారు. What is coefficient of variance of first one? Sigma by x bar into 100 is given as 60. Okay, 60 is equal to ఇక్కడ చూడండి, coefficient of variance of two distributions 60 and 70, and their standard deviations are 21 and 60. Standard deviation means sigma. Coefficient of variation formula వచ్చేసి sigma x by x bar into 100. We have given for the first one, coefficient of variance is 60, అంటే this value is 60 is equal to sigma, ఇది x అనుకోండి అమ్మా, ఫస్ట్ x అనుకోండి, రెండోది y అనుకోండి, 21 sigma by x bar sigma by x bar into 100 అమ్మ. ఫైండ్ దేర్ అర్థమెటిక్ మీన్స్ అన్నారు. ఎక్స్ బార్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ అర్థమెటిక్ మీన్ ఎక్స్ బార్ అనుకోండి, సెకండ్ అర్థమెటిక్ మీన్ వై బార్ అనుకోండి. సో ఎక్స్ బార్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి. సివి ఇచ్చినారు, సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసాము. సిగ్మా వాల్యూ 21 అన్నారు. ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చింది ఎక్స్కి స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్. ఓకేనా, స్టాండర్డ్ డీవియేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ రైట్ మా అంటే సిగ్మా. ఎక్స్ బార్ ఈస్ 35. సిమిలర్లీ సెకండ్ వన్ వై అనుకోండి. The coefficient CV is of second one is 70. రాసుకోండి CV. Sigma by y bar అనుకోండి into 100. So on cross multiplication bring y bar this side, 70 this side, you get 22.85 which is y bar. So their arithmetic means are the two groups have arithmetic means are x bar is 35, y bar is 22.85. And next, an analysis of monthly wages paid to the workers of two firms A and B belonging to the same industry gives the following data: number of workers, average daily wage, variance of distribution. Three columns are there. Firm A, Firm B, two factories you are shown. In the first firm, number of workers 50 and their daily average means mean. Average is nothing but mean is 86. Variance of distribution of wages 81. In the form B, 600 and daily wage is 175 and the variance of distribution is 100. We have given this data only. There is two questions. Which firm has greater variability in individual works? Second one, which firm has larger wage bill? See the first one solution ma. For the form A, what is the variance of distribution? That means sigma square. Variance is nothing but sigma square. First form ni 1 అనుకుందాం, సెకండ్ ఫామ్ ని 2 అనుకుందాం, మీ ఇష్టం. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఫామ్ సంబంధించి వాట్ ఈస్ వేరియన్స్? సిగ్మా 1 అనుకుందాం. వేరియన్స్ ఈజ్ సిగ్మా స్క్వేర్. ఫస్ట్ ఫామ్ కాబట్టి సిగ్మా 1 స్క్వేర్ ఈజ్ 81. సిగ్మా ఈజ్ 9. What is the mean? What is the mean for the first one? Average is nothing but mean. Mean means x1 bar is 186. How many employees are there? Workers. Number of workers is n. First kabatti n1. So ఈ ఫస్ట్ ఫామ్ ఏకి సంబంధించిన డేటా ఫస్ట్ డేటా అనుకుంటున్నాం కాబట్టి వేరియన్స్ మీన్స్ సిగ్మా 1 స్క్వేర్ ఈస్ 81. ఫ్రమ్ దట్ సిగ్మా 1 ఈస్ 9. నెక్స్ట్ యావరేజ్ మీన్స్ ఎక్స్ బార్ మీన్ x1 bar is this. n1 is 500. Oh, CV of distribution of wages. What is the formula for CV? CV is equal to sigma 1 by x1 bar into 100. Sigma 1 substitute, x1 bar substitute, 100 substitute, you get 4.84. So CV of distribution of first form is 4.84. Similarly, you find out CV distribution of the wages of form 2 also. Okay, similarly for B, we get sigma 2 square is 10. Sigma 2 square. What is sigma 2 square? This one, variance for second form, B form ki second set anukundam. Variance means sigma 2 square 100. So sigma 2 10 avutadi. Next average ante mean x2 bar. This is x2 bar. This is n2. n2 is 600. So note down all these values. x2 bar is 175. n2 is 600. Now the CV distribution of wages of form B is equal to sigma 2 by x2 bar into 100. Substitute values you get 5.71. What about the first form? CV of first form is, what is CV of first form? 4.84. But CV of second form is 5 point something. So which CV is greater CV? Since CV of form B greater than CV of form A, so we conclude that form B has greater variability in individual wages. We have finished the first one. Next about the salary. Number of workers in the first form A is N1 500 and their average em icharamma. What is average of first one? Average is 500 members unnaru A lo. Then average is 186. What is total salary? Average into number. Similarly, average of B, number of workers. You get total bill. So you observe which one has larger bill. After finding the total bill, you observe which form has the larger bill, wage bill or salary bill. Okay, so you see here for form B, see the second one, number of workers for form A is N1 and their average is 186. Now total wages is average into number into average, you get 93,000. Similarly for form B, number of workers 600 and average is their wage is 175. Now the total bill is average into number, N2 means number into average value, you get 1 lakh. So which have the larger bill? B has larger bill because A total bill is 90,000 plus, but here 1 lakh plus is there. So form B has larger bill. Okay, see the next problem. Same problems. The scores of two cricketers A and B in 10 innings are given below. Find who is the better run getter and who is a more consistent player. Okay, scores of A. Two cricketers A and B. Two cricketers A and B. You take it as first one XI and second one YI. What is the question? Who is the better run greater than? In previous problems we say which form has greater bill. Okay, like that here. Just names are different, but we have given two different datas XI, YI. This is A, first A, score of A, first batsman, score of B, second batsman, take it as XI, YI. So who is the better run getter? Okay, for cricketer A, X bar is X bar, mean means sum of the observations by number of observations. 1, 2, already we have done 10 innings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. So sum of these XI's by X bar is sigma XI by N, no doubt 54 is there. Similarly for cricketer B, Y bar is sigma YI by, and add all these values, sigma YI by N, you get 38. Okay, X bar, Y bar. SD of scores. What is SD of scores? Use the mean formula, mean method cheddam. So standard deviation for X is root of 1 by N sigma XI minus X bar square. So ade variance aithe sigma square amma root undadu ante teda. Okay, we have given not frequency, only give XI values. That's why we use this formula for SD of X, sigma X. So substitute these values, you get 32.55. Similarly, find the SD of scores of B. Same formula, replace XI by YI. Sigma X, sigma Y here. So YI minus Y bar square, you get 32.68. So which has better one? 32.5 is there, 55 is there, 32.68 is there. So find the CV. CV of A is sigma X by X bar into 100, you get 60.28. Similarly, CV of B is equal to sigma Y by Y bar into 100, you get 86. So what is the conclusion, Here X bar greater than Y bar. Okay, cricketer A has better run getter scorer, C of A less than CV of B. Okay, CV of A, therefore here CV of A less than CV of B. Okay, cricketer A is more consistent player. Here what is the conclusion? Cricketer A is a more consistent player. So see here, and now in unit 1 we have completed mean, mode, median and standard deviation and variance.